Okay guys, good evening. This is my project on Arduino UNO and NodeJs and Typescript. So I tried creating a program that a whole system that actually uses this Arduino UNO with a GY-521 gyroscope and accelerometer sensor as a controller and control a 360-degree video being played in a browser via node and socket connections created using TypeScript. So here, as you can see, I have an Arduino UNO board in my hand, and this board has a shield over it. That's the Arduino UNO prototyping shield, and over that shield I have a small breadboard. On that breadboard I have this ITG MPU 3-axis accelerometer and gyroscope sensor module, which is actually connected. I'll just show you the connection. So basically, as you can see, let me just focus. It has a VCC, ground, SCL and SDA connections and various others. So right now we are working with accelerometer, gyroscope and gyroscope, but in fact we are just working with gyroscope right now. So for the data we need to create a connection. So as you already know, of course VCC will go to the VCC would go to the 5 volt power supply. So let me show you. So as you can see, this red cable, it is going to the 5 volt power supply just here, and the ground is this blue wire. It is going to the ground of the Arduino board. Sorry for the lighting condition, guys. It's terrible, I understand. And the next is SCL and SDA. So SCL will go to the this two will go to the analog input pins. So the white one is SCL, I guess SCL, right? Yeah, it's SCL, and it would go to the analog pin 5, as you can see here, analog input 5, and the SDA will go to analog input 4. So this is the Arduino connection, and we are right now using a USB cable to create a serial connection between the computer and my Arduino. As I connect the as a USB, you see the Arduino powers up, the sensor module powered up, and my Arduino gets connected to my computer system. Now I'll just keep my Arduino over here and just come back to the computer system. So here I have two projects opened. So this one is my server code and this one is my client code. So let me just walk you through the whole architecture. So as I will use this Arduino and the sensor module over install over it to get the orientation data in the 3D space via the gyroscope. It will send the draw data through the serial port, and then my node server will actually take in that data, read the data via the serial port, and then do pre-processing on it, create a socket connection with my client, and then my client will take that data, and using that data it will actually render the 360-degree video on the screen and move it accordingly. So for doing that, we first need to fire our server. So for that, we will just go to the terminal and give the command. So the command is npm run script, and it's start. So I'll just start the server, and you can see as the server starts, the port opens and we are getting the data from the Arduino. So if I now take the Arduino in my hand and move it, you see the data changes. So it changes as I move it in the space. So once I put it at rest, the data stops changing. A bit of change, that's errors. That's the error, a bit of error generated by the sensor. Every electronic component does that. Now, let's fire up our client. So for firing up a client, as you can see, it's a TypeScript file. So to create the types, we first need to convert the TypeScript into JavaScript. So to go tsc, we'll use a tsc command to actually, transpile the TypeScript JavaScript. So now we have actually transpiled. Just go to the project and go to TypeScript and JS. So here is a generated JavaScript file. Now we need to do some changes in our JavaScript file. As you can see, we need to comment the import lines because uh, just I'm using these JavaScript files already in my HTML, linking them from there, so I don't actually need to link it here. So I just comment it. We need to comment this area zero, the zero as well, because in TypeScript the get element by ID gives an array, while in JavaScript it's just elements. So I'll just comment that as well, and another place I'm using it, I'll comment that as well. So here we go. We are ready to fire up our client. So I'll just launch the client in my localhost. I'll use the Edge browser. So as you can see, the browser is loading. The video has loaded successfully, and now if everything works well, if I move this controller, this Arduino, the video should move. So let's try it. So I'll take the Arduino in my hand, and as you can see, as I move it in my hand, you can see the camera inside the 360-degree video environment is actually rotating. So for rendering this this environment, I am using 3JS, and I have actually textured this video over a spherical 3D object, and then I have the camera module inside it, and as I move the Arduino, the 3D sphere actually rotates accordingly as I move the Arduino in the space. So it actually moves as I move the Arduino, and I'm using WebGL renderer for rendering this whole scene. It is provided in 3JS as well. So guys, this was all about this demo. I hope you liked it, and do check the GitHub repository for the code if you want to recreate it or develop it or improve it in any way. It's open source. So thank you guys for watching. See you later.